I started.
So that was my living room. My name is Jakob Johnston, and imagine the musky smell of the sweat-stained mats, the tickle of your nose from the dust settling on the rafters, the dry chalk-filled air, and the same monotonous music every single day. I know this sounds like not a very good environment for anything that you want to be in every single day, but for me, Agui checked off all the marks to make an amazing gym. It developed into more than just that, though. The atmosphere became a home, and the people there became a family. Before I tell you how much I love Agui, I need to give you a little backstory on what exactly rock climbing is. So, you have these shoes. They're a durable top and sticky bottom. They're downsized, so they're pretty, they're smaller than the size of your foot, so your toes are going to be cramped up on the inside, and that gives you a better hook on very small holes. I'm talking like this light fixture right here. That's what you're standing on, basically. You have a belay device, so when you're roping on very tall walls, you don't die when you come down. It prevents you from falling. And then you have this chalk, keeps your hands dry. Mine are pretty moist right now they're really dry. So, rock climbing is a sport about finesse, dexterity, and problem solving. The sport itself is a battle, mostly between you and the wall or the rock, depending on where you are. Except that one of you is expertly dancing your way up the wall, and the other one is just sitting there doing absolutely nothing, and I'm going to let you decide which one's which. Rock climbing itself is a sport of passion, so it's no wonder that you get attached the way that you do. If you are serious about it, you are going to fall in love with it. Rock climbing and the climbers that inhabit it are seeing a big boom in the growth of the sport, because for the first time ever, rock climbing is going to be introduced in the 2021 Tokyo Olympics, bringing light and interest to the ones less fortunate to have never experienced the sport of rock climbing. This is a massive move in the world of the sport. The reason I love my gym so much is that I've spent so many hours. It has drawn blood, sweat, and my tears, so much emotion that nothing else has ever compared to. With that emotion comes the people that help set yourself straight during those times. The people of Agui truly make it a place to be, and not a single soul would want to be anywhere else when you're there. When you're at the gym, it makes you feel special. Agui has been going through some hard times recently, and I believe that's why I weigh them so heavily in my mind and I wanted to talk about it in my speech. Unforeseen events have happened about 6 months ago, and they were evicted from their building. They were forced to relocate with only a couple weeks' notice, and their closure meant that people, all members alike, had to explore Florida to get their climbing fix. Florida itself is a horrible place for rock climbing. We're at sea level, there's no rocks, there's no mountains, there's nothing. Gyms are all you have. Luckily, there's an abundance of gyms in the Florida area. There's probably about 12 in the state of Florida, but only one in Orlando. Finding other gyms like Dino Climb up into land and Adventure HQ in Melbourne showed me that it wasn't just Agui in the building that made it so special to climb for me. It was the environment. Being able to hold these molded plastic holds and put my feet on the wall and dance was truly an art form that I fell in love with. After finding a new location right down the road, Agui reopened with open arms to everyone, members alike. Unfortunately, with COVID-19, Agui has had to suspend operations temporarily, so another round of hardships, but I'm sure that we will all persevere. Agui and its community has heavily influenced many rock climbers in Orlando, and its presence not only as a facility, but as a home is what makes it so special. I know that whatever happens, this community will always be a family to come back to. Despite the recent challenges, I affirm that we will be back better than ever. I urge you to explore this sport, and maybe you will open your arms to a family and they will love you just like I did. Thank you.